This is Red Carpet Fly's News on the Fly, bringing you daily unique and interesting entertainment, celebrity, and luxury news. Before we get started, you know what to do. Like, follow, and subscribe to Red Carpet Fly, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single News on the Fly episode. Okay, let's get into it. We lost a celebrity recently, so I just wanted to take a second to recognize one of our fallen stars. Ned Eisenberg, Law & Order SVU actor, recently passed away at the age of 65 from cholangiocarcinoma and ocular melanoma. He played defense attorney James Granick in Law & Order and defense attorney Roger Kressler in Law & Order Special Victims Unit. And he most recently played Detective Hauser in the 2021 HBO series Mayor of Easttown. He will be missed, especially since the flagship show is coming back to NBC. R.I.P. Ned Eisenberg. Ashton Kutcher tweets support for Ukraine, home country of wife Mila Kunis. Celebrities and political figures have been voicing support for Ukraine since Russia invaded this week. Now comes another famous face with a personal connection to the besieged nation, actor Ashton Kutcher. According to CNN, the actor tweeted out last Friday, "I stand with Ukraine." Kutcher's wife, actress Mila Kunis, was born in Ukraine when it was a part of the Soviet Union. Her family fled when she was small and settled in Los Angeles. "Ultimately, I adjusted fairly quickly and fairly well, but it must have been hard because I blocked out second grade completely," the Black Swan star told the Los Angeles Times in October 2008. Kunis also appeared on the TV show That 70s Show, which made Kutcher a star. Other celebrities such as Sean Penn, Mark Ruffalo, Angelina Jolie, Jared Leto, Kylie Jenner, and John Cena have also condemned Russia, just to name a few. Russia is horrible for starting this war with Ukraine. I definitely do not support this war. I mean, how much can we take, huh? This is coming on the heels of the world just trying to recover from COVID, and we haven't fully recovered yet. And of course, I have affinity for the Ukraine and that region of the world with a name like Alexei. I like a lot of names that originate from over there, like Tatiana, Anastasia, Alexei, and Nikola. War is so ugly, and after dealing with the dismal war in Afghanistan that lasted 20 years, I'm definitely not eager to see US boots on the ground just yet. I feel like the world has entered an era where we aren't standing on solid ground anymore. There's always some worldwide catastrophe just around the corner, ready to knock us humans collectively off balance. I've been hearing about the horrible things going on in the Ukraine, and one of the disturbing things is Africans being blocked from seeking refuge in neighboring countries while Ukrainians are being allowed passage into the countries. So far, I've heard that African students that have been going out to university out there in Ukraine have been stopped at the Polish border and not allowed entry, as well as Africans not being allowed on trains leaving the Ukraine. Even in war, racism never ends. We have to do better, people. Everyone, including Africans, should be allowed to seek asylum in neighboring countries. This is a humanitarian issue. Keyword, human. In times like this, you would think the last thing you should be thinking about is someone's race. But people still have time to discriminate and exclude Black people from being safe, the very same safety Ukrainians are seeking. I pray for everyone over there. Please use your humanness and compassion during these times. Instead of using your energy to divide yourselves, come together. In other and lighter news, Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder reportedly returning for Beetlejuice II. Michael Keaton and Winona Ryder will reportedly reprise their roles as Beetlejuice and Lydia Deetz in the upcoming Beetlejuice II. In 1988, Keaton and Ryder originated the characters in Tim Burton's classic comedy Beetlejuice. According to Screen Rant, the much-anticipated Beetlejuice sequel has been a development struggle for more than 30 years, originally under the title Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian, when Jonathan Jims was brought in to write the script in 1990. The smash hit of a film ended up spawning an animated series in 1989, several video games in the early 90s, and in 2019, a stage musical adaptation opened on Broadway. However, a sequel has struggled to get off the ground through all of this. Jeff Snyder's Hollywood Transom newsletter for The Ankler revealed that while it hasn't been brought to Warner Brothers for an official green light just yet, Beetlejuice 2 is being produced by Brad Pitt's production company Plan B Entertainment. Reportedly, filming of this project could begin as early as this coming summer, with Keaton and Winona Ryder reprising their roles from the original. Since 1990, the development of the Beetlejuice sequel has been on a very bumpy road. Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian plans fell through in 1997. In September 2011, screenwriter Seth Grahame-Smith, who had previously worked with Burton on Dark Shadows, was hired to write and produce the sequel, and he is still attached to it. In April 2019, Warner Brothers stated that the project had been shelved. A few months ago, Grant Smith noted that the reason it's so hard to get this going is because so many people love it and because there are 10 million ways to get that sequel wrong and only 4 ways to get it right. Now that the highly anticipated sequel seems to finally be coming to fruition, with Keaton and Ryder returning, audiences are one step closer to seeing the story continue. The characters of Beetlejuice and Lydia Dietz are arguably the most beloved from the original film. After all, they became the main focus of the animated series and the Beetlejuice Broadway musical. Their chemistry and memorable dialogue has often been quoted since its original release. You know, I remember watching the Beetlejuice movie and the series as a kid, so this triggered all types of nostalgia in me. I remember the movie and the cartoon being odd, quirky, and a little scary back then, very akin to the Addams Family vibe. My favorite part of the movie is at the ending when Beetlejuice, Lydia, and the ghosts of Adam and Barbara Maitland start dancing and floating into the air to Shake, 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 Senora. I get it when Graham Smith said, there are a million ways to mess this beloved movie up, but I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I like that Keaton is really getting back into the Hollywood scene because he disappeared for a while. He's been really busy on Hulu's Dope Stick, and there are rumors that he's going to make his Dark Knight appearance in the new Batgirl series with Zoe Kravitz. He's one of my favorite actors from the early 90s, so I'm glad to see he's making a comeback to the silver screen. I love seeing him in Multiplicity. That was a fun film. Chucks Over Stripes. Drake's Nocta sneaker sets release date. Drake and Nike are finally making it official. The Nocta and Nike Hot Step Air Terra is almost here. According to nicekicks.com, Nocta and Nike Hot Step Air Terra in triple black and triple white is set to drop on March 3rd via sneakers and at select retailers for $150. Nocta is Drake's signature Nike line and stands for Nocturnal Creative Process. In a since-deleted interview by Sense, Nocta designer Jeremy Carl discussed how the Hot Step Terra is inspired by Drizzy's love of the early 2000 Nike basketball product, which explains the simple yet elegant design. According to a Boardroom.com article, while the Hot Step Terra affectionately looks like it's meant for the mall, it's actually suited for scary hours. GQ's Cam Wolf notes that Nocta references Drake's nocturnal creative process on par with a man who stays in the studio with the same focus that his athlete peers possess in the gym. As alluded by Carl, a semi-rugged outsole and 3M hits offer a slight sense of utility as a nod to Nocta's mission of after-hour excellence across all climates. Recently, Nocta's already angled Nike collections were tied to golf and outerwear. While I'm not a sneakerhead, I do like and appreciate the understated luxury of these shoes. My eyes were really drawn to the symbol though, and so I tried to do a little research, but I don't know what the Nocta symbol is. Some people say it's arrows. It kind of looked like a starburst to me, or a trident. That was the first thing that came to my mind, or a crown. And lastly, it kind of looks like the 3 crosses that Jesus and the 2 thieves were crucified on. If anyone can tell, or if anyone knows what the Nocta symbol is, please let me know in the comments because I have no idea. And so far I can't figure out, or I haven't been able to find on the internet what this symbol is. So if you know, let a girl know. Well, that's it for Red Carpet Fly's News on the Fly. Please like, follow, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Red Carpet Fly, and also follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Red Carpet Fly. And until tomorrow, always stay fly.